Episode 2, Wine and Tea with KitaT-town. Let's talk. What's up? I want you guys to welcome my guest, Big Mike.
What's going on, girl?
So Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So, my name is B.I.G. Mike. B.I.G. is actually an acronym that means believe in God. So, that's what I call myself. That's who
Okay.
I am.
And tell me a little bit about some things you do.
So, I am a entrepreneur. I'm a producer, a music engineer. I pretty much do it all.
Okay. And if they need your services, where do they go?
You can actually reach me on Instagram at _B.I.G.Mike and on everything else at the official B.I.G. Mike.
Okay. All right. So do you have any songs out or anything of that nature? I know you said you do everything, but do you have any music out right now?
I do. Actually, my album that I released last year is on every music platform right now.
Okay.
It's doing pretty good right now.
All
So
right.
go listen to it.
So now, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about our topic today. We're just going to touch on some stuff that's been going on. So I know you've been hearing about the stuff with Puff Daddy,
Okay.
P.Diddy,
Yeah.
Diddy, all his names or whatever. But I know you've been hearing about stuff about him. So I want to touch bases on that. And then I want to talk a little bit about R. Kelly, since the allegations that Puff Daddy has is similar to what R. Kelly is, serving time for. Okay?
Right.
So now, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Puff. I just want to know what you feel about that situation that's going on now with the allegations that's coming towards him right now.
It's kind of crazy right now. To be honest with you, I've been following it, but I ain't been having too much time for social media, so I hear like bits and pieces. But from what I can see that's going on right now, I don't know. It's weird. Social media is wild.
It's
It's
crazy.
it's a brutal world for real. So
Yeah,
it's pretty much up for everybody.
up for everybody. The thing about Art Kelly, I was gonna switch over to him also. Art Kelly, he is currently locked up for similar charges. And I just want to touch bases on, like, how do you feel about that, the whole thing with him, and they taking that long to actually have him accountable for the things that he actually done?
Yeah, it's actually wild. Uh, but what I say, he must have pissed somebody off. Somebody that's in higher places.
Right.
Because for stuff like that to come back on this man, 20 years down the line, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Did he deserve it?
Everybody have to serve their time for doing the crime.
He got convicted, so.
Yeah. But the thing about that, I'm trying to figure out here, he's convicted, but some of these parents that was involved, why they're not.
That's actually a interesting subject and a sensitive subject at the same time because I'm a parent. But I do believe and I do think that those parents should be held accountable, just like he is R. Kelly is being held accountable because they knew what was going on and they still allowed their children to participate. So they should be held accountable as well.
Pretty much, that it sums that up. Just some similarities with R. Kelly and Puff. Like R. Kelly is 57, Puff is 54. Both of them started their careers around, the
The 90s,
1990s
the 90s.
and things of that nature. So I just think that's kind of wild. Is it that era that end up, making this what it is, and everybody gonna end up crumbling, or is it just a couple of bad seeds that was actually out there just not getting action?
You know what? I'm
Action.
gonna be real about. I'm gonna be real about it though, for real, right? Now, this is not speaking towards Diddy actually doing something because I don't know what he actually did,
It's
right? So I
allegations.
can't.
It's
Right?
allegations.
Everything is alleged, right?
Right.
But I'm a firm believer in what you put out in the world.
Right.
That's what you gonna get back. So that shit ain't happening to them for nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So
It's a tough pill to
hey,
swallow, but
Cat Williams said it's up there for everybody this year.
well, that's what he
Hey, but
said.
what he said.
That's what he said. And another thing is very strange because Puff P Diddy Puff Daddy, he has a sister. And it's just like for these allegations to be occurring and you have a sister, and just like he have 7 kids too. So it's just like, okay, you have 7 kids, you have a sister, and you have daughters. And R. Kelly is the same. He had 3 siblings, and he also have a sister, and it's just like he have daughters. So it's just like, wow, how could you do that to another female, knowing you have a daughter? How would you feel if that happened to your daughter? They don't take that into consideration. People don't take things like that in consideration when they outputting and doing things
Facts,
to
real.
other people. So yeah, I'm gonna just put that out there. This have nothing to do with R. Kelly music or Puff Daddy music. These are opinions, and so this is just what we talking about. So going back to R. Kelly music, since I'm saying R. Kelly music, he is serving time for what he actually done, going forward towards his music. He was a great artist. That's something they cannot take away.
Yeah, that'll never change.
He's a great performer. But just like I said, you do the crime, you have to serve that time. So
For
that's
sure.
that's how I feel about that. So wouldn't it be a hook if Art Kelly and Puff Daddy is brothers or cousins
Brothers.
or step
Yo, that's
that'd be wild.
wild.
I mean, it'll be wild. I mean, but most of the people that's in the industry is some kin to each other. You haven't noticed that? Please say you noticed that.
But Puffy and R. Kelly don't look nothing alike though.
They don't have to look alike. People got have the same father and mother, and they truly just don't look alike. Somebody got the dad's genes, somebody got the mother genes. That's not like, you don't have to look like a person.
That'd be too weird though.
I don't think it'd be
They
weird.
brothers.
I think I don't know.
That'd be weird.
Puff Daddy. Oh no, it couldn't have been because Puff Daddy
That'd
father did pass when he was just 3 years old. So
that'd be some
R. Kelly, well, it could be because R. Kelly is older than Puff Daddy. So it could have happened. You never know. But anyway, moving to the next thing. How do you think the music industry, I can hardly say that. Industry. Industry. How do you think the music industry actually changed since back in the day when Puff Daddy and Art Kelly and things like that, when they was coming up and the music we was listening to? How you think it's changed now?
Oh, everything is really streamlined now.
Right.
So back in the day, to get on, you'll have to either know somebody, you know what I'm saying, or you beating down the DJ door,
Right.
To get them to spin your music. On the radio, you beating down the door at the radio stations and stuff like that. But nowadays, I mean, all you really got to do is just have a popular song, put it on social media, and you pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Right. If somebody can make a dance up to it, right?
Right.
So I would say the biggest difference is it's easier to make money than it was back in the day.
Right. Right. And I think it was a lot of more so parents that was very hungry. And I'm gonna just put that out there. They was hungry and they would do anything to actually get what they needed. And with some of it, unfortunately, they use their kids to do that. So
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
yeah. That's
That's
sad. That's sad.
unfortunate.
And I feel like the women that end up being assaulted and things like that, they should I know that's their parents, but they should turn around and sue their parents also if they was involved.
Yeah.
It's something needs to happen to their parents for actually allowing that. A lot of people say, well, oh, they didn't know. If they was underage and you let your child go stay with someone, you're responsible for that because they're underage and you making a decision.
Right.
So I feel like they need to be held responsible. So
that's wild.
That's just how I feel. But on another note, back to Puff Daddy, I think it was a similar situation with Usher moving in with him. So, he's a big, star right now.
Yep.
And I think that was the type of situation. Usher actually moved in with P. Diddy at a young age, with the consent of Usher mom. So that's why I'm saying it's the parents of some of this stuff needs to be held accountable.
You want to know what's interesting though, and what we haven't heard yet. We haven't heard a response from Usher addressing that situation.
I don't.
If it happened, then I missed it.
You probably won't hear a response.
That's interesting.
You probably won't hear a response
because if anybody, like, truth be told, with everything that they got going on with him, right, with Diddy right now, if anybody know what Diddy was into, he know,
because he stayed there.
Exactly. So he know.
But at the fame and the level that he's at now, if people do anything for money, would you think you'll break your silence after you held it for that long, and now you at a position to where you gaining a lot of stuff right now? He was just on the what's the football stuff? I ain't with all the. What he was on the he did us a whole concert on the Super Bowl. Right. You know what I'm saying? He just got married. You know what I'm saying? He's out there now. He's doing tours everywhere. Usher is bringing that bread in, and I think the last thing he's thinking about right now is exposing Puff Daddy. Now he may at the end of all the ropes and everybody then. When it get down to the narrow that everybody then turned him in, and he might come out with his story. Maybe he'll come out with his story after he didn't finish singing and all this other kind of stuff and settle down, and Usher might be 60 and he might say, hey, this is the story of P. Diddy house. This is what happened. We don't know. I don't know. I can't say he did something to Usher because I don't know because I didn't stay there. But I definitely, if he did something to other people and Usher stayed there, honey, I mean, they slept in the same bed together. That's the allegation. That's just what was said. Not what I don't know because I don't stay there. This is what just social media. Just social media. Okay. It's social media. And these are, I just want everybody to know these just opinions and different things I didn't gather from social media, just putting out here. We're just having a talk. So, what I'm saying is not facts. It is definitely no facts to it. But it's definitely some reoccurring things that been said that been repeated. Okay? Name a pair of shoes that was back in the day. I already know what you finna fucking say.
I ain't even finna say that.
Cause I know what you finna say.
What I'm finna say?
Dada.
I know. Hey, who the fuck wore Dada?
They wore that shit.
Oh my mama, you come up in the school with some motherfucking Dadas on.
How?
Throw your ass out.
Dada. Lottos.
What the fuck is that?
The fuck? You don't know what
Lottos?
You don't know what Lottos? What? There's some gym shoe Lottos.
They call how do you spell?
Lottos. Like lottery, but it was Lottos.
LOTTO. That's gas station shit.
They was in.
Hey, them
okay, you from the north too, shit. The north shit. This ain't got shit to do with that Alabama. All that shit was from up there EBS.
I ain't never heard.
Never heard EBS. Y'all look this shit up.
Shit.
Cause this ain't no made up shit. EBS is for girls, and they was like kind of like Cats down here in the South. Cats was in. Up north, EBS was in.
Nah.
You know, just like White Castles and Crystals.
Nah.
It kind of sort of like
when
that.
I was coming up, it was K-Swiss.
K-Swiss
Air
was
Force
in too.
Ones.
BKs. British Knights.
British Knights.
LA Gears.
Whoa, you went all the way back with LA Gears.
It was in.
Yo.
I never forget. Talking about the LA Gears.
I wonder if we could find the LA Gear.
I'll never forget. I wanted some LA Gears so bad.
Yo.
And my mama friend actually bought me some LA Gears for Christmas, right?
Them LA Gears was the shit.
Man, my LA Gears it was pink and light purple, and they was all white. And the strings of it was like purple, one string purple, because it was two strings. You know how they used to double them up? Yeah. And then they was like mid-top. When I say she bought them hoes too small, and I gave no fucks about it because I wore the fuck out of them motherfucking shoes. You hear me?
Them LA Gears.
Man, I wore LA Gears, my damn toe balled like this, folded up under my motherfucking socks, and I wore the shit out of them damn shoes. LA Gears was that far in. I mean, I'm appreciative. You bought me some, and it was for Christmas too.
Yeah, you was it if you had some LA Gears.
Yeah, and I was it. Barely fucking walking. I was pigeon toed as fuck because I tried to get my toes some room, being pigeon toed. You know what I'm saying?
You probably still got them up.
I don't. I kept them for a long time.
She had to think about
it. Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah.
Them motherfucker was in back in the day.
They tried to bring them joints back out.
I don't think they'll come back out type situation, but back in the day, they was what it was.
What?
Urine.
What ain't some Reeboks or some shit?
I don't know what like if it was Nike or Reeboks, they was just urine. I don't know what.
No. Patrick Ewing's with some Nikes.
I'm not sure. I just know they was
hot.
Some
Nikes.
In the era. It was hot. 357s.
Whoa.
Them 357s.
Oh, them Payless shoes, ain't it?
35. It don't matter as long as you had some 357s. I motherfucking MC Hammer on your ass all motherfucking day. 357s.
Them Payless shoes.
I thought I was a 357 girl. 357. Get loose.
You went too far back with that.
Hey, what shoe? You ain't give me number a couple of pairs of shoes. You said shoes that out now. Talking some Jordans. You give me shit. So right now, I want to play a little game. Okay. Surprise. There you go. And I just want you to write your answer on here and turn it around towards the camera. So let me get. I know we talked about a couple of things. Let's see. Do you remember some of the things I was talking about? Okay. So, well, first I want to ask a question. If these allegations wasn't put towards these two men, Puff Daddy, or R. Kelly wasn't convicted of the things he done, if you had an opportunity to work with either one of them, which one would you choose? Write it on the paper. Right?
That's so wild.
Wow, I know it sucks. You got Puff Daddy or you have R. Kelly. All right, turn it around and let them see what you chose. Let me count. Tell me why did you choose R. Kelly?
Because I'm from Chicago. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I'm from Chicago, and R. Kelly is like, a musical genius in Chicago. So, if I had the opportunity, I'd definitely work with him.
If he wasn't the
Right.
Yeah, if he wasn't in the situation, if all that didn't occur.
Yeah, let's let that be clear.
Yeah, if all that didn't occur, and he was just still out here and those things didn't happen, that's the person he would have chosen. Okay, let's go to how many kids did I say R. Kelly had? We're just trying to see if you listen to the conversation we having. Let me see what he said. I never said how many kids R. Kelly had. We talked about he had kids, but I never said a number.
No, I just
he actually got 3 kids. I think he have 2 daughters and 1 son.
I just guessed.
You should have supposed to say, right. You supposed to say nada. You can't trick me off a question you didn't ask. Right. Okay, so we go. Let me see what else I got. Name 2 of the lawsuits. Just 2. You can name just 2 lawsuits. I didn't state them in our conversation, but if you know 2 lawsuits, that civil lawsuits that is actually filed against Puff Daddy.
Oh.
He have 5 civil lawsuits out now. Could you name 2? And I just told you it was kind of similar to R. Kelly's. Do, do, do,
Right.
do, do, do.
Oh.
All right, your time almost up. All right, turn around to the camera. Turn around. Who you?
I didn't even want to write the whole thing.
Let me see.
That's
Well,
what it is.
actually, the ones that I seen, and that could be the other illegal allegations that was towards him. I know it is sexual assault, trafficking, and there's probably one of them. Yes. All right, then. That's it for our game, honey. And thank you guys for joining me once again for Wine and Tea with KitaT-town and Big Mike. So subscribe, tune in next time, share, like. We on the beat. How you think they look?
No, G. It's like a leprechaun with that on.
Okay. Welcome to Gratitude.